Um, Earlier during the morning session, I have been hearing the remarks of the Energy Secretary Sharon Garin that their duty as DOE SAR has been reduced to just monitoring the oil companies. Wala silang masyadong ipin sa pagpapasunod sa mga oil companies pagdating sa pagkontrol ng presyo ng petrolyo. Because of the Oil Industry Deregulation Law or the RA 8479, sabi nila our hands are tied to just monitoring the oil companies. Kaya lang, if you will look closer to the law, there's a specific provision, Chapter 4, subsection E of the RA 8479 that states, in times of national emergency, when the public interest so requires, the DOE, during emergency and under reasonable terms, may temporarily take over or direct the operation of any person or entity engaged in the industry. I think, Mr. Chair, this provision has not been fully maximized by the agency. In the past administrations, there has been interventions made in the event of a crisis. For instance, during the time of then President Macapagal Arroyo, she issued Executive Order 839 on October 23, 2009 that ordered a price freeze on petroleum products in Luzon to assist victims of the flood victims of from the recent typhoons. Ibig sabihin, domestic problem pa lang ito, dahil yung pagbaha dulot ng undoy at ng mga habagat, she was able to put a price freeze on the petroleum products. Ito, global problem, and President Marcos has already declared a national energy emergency. Bakit hindi niya magawa itong price freeze na ginawa ni President Arroyo nung panahon ni President Arroyo? Ba't hindi niya gayahin ito? Para patigil itong pag-surmount ng presyo ng bilihin ng petrolyo.
Can we hear from the Department of Energy?
Yes, Mr. Chair, we do recognize that in the execution of the powers, the uplift committee was created. So potentially, it can be done, but there are certain considerations when you do something like that, like a price cap, because we want we're beginning from a point na private lahat and deregulated ang industry. So pag you do this price cap, if you will look at the spread ng prices, malaki yung spread, nandun yung iba-iba yung cost ng ibang companies, kaya hindi iisa ang presyo sa pump. Pag kinap mo, ang normal reaction, yung mga nandito sa baba, hahabulin nila yung cap. So baka magkaroon pa ng reverse effect na hindi mo gusto naman mangyari, no? So yun ang isang nung price cap. Yung isa naman na tinitingnan din is price freeze. Kung nasaan ka, diyan ka lang. Freeze yun. But given yung long history na deregulated, nagkakaroon uli ng problem nung monitoring dahil there's 14,000 gasoline stations na may mga maliliit na diferensya rin sa presyo, depende sa lugar, kung urbanized. Normally nga, ang nilalabas na guidance ng DOE about pricing weekly ay yung range sa isang urbanized area or city. Kasi hindi mo rin makakapture lahat ng mga maliliit na gasolinahan, yung mga independents in the far-flung places. which in-state rin kaninang umaga, na kailangan din itong mga maliliit na independents para ma-serve naman yung mga malalayong lugar sa ating bansa. Kasi iba rin yung kanilang mga logistical needs. Kaya pag pinataw mo ng isang ganyan, baka mamatay naman yung ibang maliliit na mataas kasi ang cost na paratingin yung produkto doon sa malalayong lugar.
Mr. Chair, if I may interject, the oil industry deregulation law was enacted in 2001. And President GMA issued the EO 839 2009. So the Deregulation Act was already in effect. And yet she was able to issue a directive putting a price freeze on petroleum. Why can't we do it? Samantalang hindi naman nagkakalayo ang presyo ng big time players sa small players. There's just a small disparity. Hindi naman ganoon kalayo. And if I may refresh the memory, it was the DOE and the DOJ who led the task force in enforcing this order by then President Arroyo. So pwede nyo naman gayahin lang ito eh. No? Hindi na makaya ng mga ordinary consuming public tong pagragasa ng presyo ng petrolyo dito sa ating bansa. And if I
May we hear from the Department of Energy, please? Categorically answer the question. So if you are averse to any price freeze, and clearly there is a justification for it, you've already stated it, you tell us so that you stop beating around the bush.
Yes, sir. At this time, given the circumstances, we do not think that it's helpful at this time to institute that price freeze or price cap.
Because ultimately what will happen is people will not sell.
Yes, sir.
And you will have a supply issue,
A real
which
supply.
is a worse problem.
Yes, sir.
Meaning there are two problems. You have supply, but it's very, very expensive. It's inflationary. Or you have a problem where it is cheap, but no one is selling at that price. So it is your position that you'd rather have a problem that you have high priced but available rather than low priced, but it is not available in the market. Am I correct?
Yes, sir. That's
Because it will bring about jeepneys not plying their routes because there's no gas.
sir.
Power generating
Shutting
facilities shutting down, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, what other reason?
Mr. Chair, just for the record, numbers na lang ho. Before the conflict started in February 27, the higher end of the diesel price, pump price, is around 65 pesos. At this point in time, we use the MAPS price, which is now the selling price, the price discovered in Singapore. Even the landed cost is already at 120 pesos. And to add there would be 6 pesos for excise tax, and the VAT to have increased also to around 18 pesos. So, andyan pa ho yung CME, mandato din ho ng isang batas yan, adding around 4 pesos, you end up around 164 pesos. And there's no magic in the number. Mahirap po talagang...
If I just may interrupt you, just in support of Congressman Marcoleta's position, is that did we have that debilitating effect when in fact former President GMA did the supposed price capping in 2008?
We have to search that back again. But if we remember right, that was withdrawn, Mr. Chair, because there was a case filed in court. But we will search on that. So we will be accurate.
It was not
Please.
withdrawn. It was temporarily lifted kasi natapos na yung problema sa typhoon.
But please give us the right information because it's also a very valid point. Please proceed, Congressman. There is an interjection. Yes, Congressman
yes, Mr.
Sunday.
Chairman, just to refresh everyone's memory, when the price freeze was ordered by then former President GMA, it covered LPG and kerosene. It did not cover gasoline and diesel because LPG and kerosene are lumped as basic commodities. Yes.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that information. That's precisely why there is a proposed amendment to include also liquid gas, meaning gasoline and petroleum, as part of the price act.